Greetings, my fellow creators and creations of the Almighty Most High. I am Karma. Welcome and congratulations for having the courage to face your karma, good and bad. These timeless messages are for anyone that needs to hear them. And if you tapped on this video, then they're meant for you. So let me tell you what I have on my table. I have the main character of the energy that the divine would like to reveal to us, and I have two supporting roles. How are you doing, though? I'm always wondering if you're doing all right, like all the time, so I figured I should start asking, how are you? And I hope the answer to this is positive, but it's okay if it isn't. So the main character is the Ace of Wands. A gift directly from the divine. You're going to accept it. This is an invitation from Source itself. Are you going to welcome it in? The Most High wants to give you an opportunity, wants to give you its blessing, the materials that you have to bring something into the world that the world needs. The Most High sees you as a person that can take on this responsibility. The Most High and your divinely appointed spirit guides have seen all that you have gone through, all that you have accomplished, all that you have learned through your life's journey so far. And it wants to put some use to you. And this is indeed a gift. Whether or not you will accept it is up to you. Sometimes it's not up to you. Sometimes the Most High is like, listen, this is what you are meant to do. And if you want to have a good quality, the best quality of life you can have, you're going to do it. It's an offer that you can't refuse, is what I just heard. The divine wants to give you the gift of being inspired to create something that is not only going to provide wish fulfillment directly to you, but it's going to help the collective in some way. A higher purpose is being presented to you through this Ace of Wands. What's the second supporting role? The second supporting role is the Five of Wands. We have two wands on my table so far. So the Five of Wands omits chaotic energy, energy of unhealthy competition, energy of unhealed people coming together, an energy of unhealed people coming together to trauma bond. Trauma bonding is what I'm getting from this card right now. Somebody wants to come in and trauma bond with you and divert you away from this gift that the Most High is trying to offer you. Somebody wants to come in and pull you into an unhealthy competition. And it's not just one person indicated by the Five of Wands. This image depicts 5 individuals. Now, this doesn't have to mean that there's 5 or more people that are trying to come for you, but it just indicates that it's more than one. And I feel like when you got people trying to come for you, 2 is a crowd. You know? How are we going to navigate this energy? We're going to find out in a minute. What's the second supporting role? Two of Wands. We have a triple wand spread on my table. The Two of Wands omits the energy of the world being in your hands. Unlimited possibilities. But it could also omit the energy of fear and apprehension to decide what you want to do. The divine is trying to serve you the perfect inspo to bring whatever it is to the world to help yourself and the collective. And you are weighing out your options here, as indicated by the Two of Wands. You're wondering if this is a responsibility that you are equipped to take on. Do you want to have the world in your hands? Or do you feel like this is a role whose shoes you won't be able to fill? And I guess my reply to that is the divine wouldn't be reaching out for you and choosing you if you were not capable of taking on the responsibility. There's things to look out for as well with these people over here running amok on themselves and potentially you. What are they fighting for? Do they even know? The Five of Wands shows unorganized chaos. A bunch of riffraff for the sake of riffraffing. And it doesn't amount to anything necessary. It doesn't amount to anything helpful. This is the type of energy that you want to steer clear of and look out for, especially when being offered a gift from the Most High itself. Oftentimes, when an ace comes up, there's always something else that is opposing this that could potentially get in your way, because you're always going to have opposing energy that don't want to see you reach your highest potential. Because as a collective, if we all reach our highest potential, we don't want for nothing and we don't need for nothing. Unfortunately, we live in a society where almost every industry was created to capitalize off of us being in a mind state of lack. These people, these people are in a state of lack. And this is exactly where they want you to be. Let's pull some additional messages on this messy ass energy of the Five of Swords. Additional messages for the Five of Swords. Ooh, I'm saying Five of Swords. Let's pull some additional messages for this Five of Wands. The Five of Swords could be significant, I guess. Additional messages for the Five of Wands. What does the collective need to know about this unorganized chaos that may be trying to pull them in? I have choices for an additional message underneath the Five of Swords. You have choices to make, which has already been established in this session. Sometimes I can pull an additional message that seems fitting for any three of the roles or all of the roles that are spreaded before me. This isn't across the board additional message, but it is underneath the Five of Swords. In regard to the Five of Swords, what are you going to choose in terms of how you navigate this group of people or these people? I just got something. So it could just be one other person that this Five of Swords. Dang it. You need some clarity. You need clarity on whether or not to make certain decisions in your life. Because I keep wanting to say the swords. And I am hoping that you receive the clarity that you are looking for through this session here. But as I was saying, with the Five of Wands, it could indeed be referring to just one toxic ass person in your life that has the amount of toxic energy that feels like a whole group of chaotic ass people in one person. Maybe you have a person in your life that knows how to turn into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people in a day. Maybe you have a person that takes you through an emotional roller coaster that compares you to other people, that compares themselves to you. This is toxic energy in all different forms. And it doesn't have to be a group of people. And you have to choose, is it worth the gift that the Most High is trying to give you being taken away from you by you willingly dealing with this poisonous energy over here that will not get you anywhere in the long run? Don't give up your wish fulfillment for a bunch of unhealed ass people that are lost in their own confusion. What's some additional messages for... I just realized that I pulled the additional message for the Five of Wands first, which is one of the supporting roles. And I usually pull for the main character first in terms of additional messages, which means that this Five of Wands could be a major source that is pulling you away from your ability to choose what you want. Maybe you have people in your life that are trying to choose for you, that are trying to tell you what's best for you and tell you who you are and tell you what you should do with your life. The divine will not lead you astray, but these people will. Just know that. You cannot allow people that are lost to tell you what to do, because they obviously don't freaking know. Additional messages for the Ace of Wands. What does the collective need to know about the gift that the Most High is trying to bestow upon them? Whoa! Apparently they need to know a lot. But we're going to get this one here. I have workplace communication below the Ace of Wands. Now, workplace communication has to do with what messages are you receiving professionally. Professionally, what information are you receiving? What information are you giving? Maybe there is something being offered to you regarding your professional life, regarding your professional career. Maybe the Most High is trying to tell you that you need to pivot and reroute your professional life. Make it make sense to you. Workplace communication has to do with what the people and places and things that you are experiencing at the workplace. And what information are you receiving from those people, places, and things? And what do you need to do with that information in order to supply your highest good? Do you need to ask for a raise? Do you need to ask for more hours? Do you need to ask for less hours? Do you need a career change altogether? These are the things that you should be thinking about at this time. Additional messages for the Two of Wands. Something's happening at your job. You got some messy ass people at your job that are trying to pull you in to some drama. And you need to make the decision, the conscious decision, to say no to it. What does the collective need to know about this Two of Wands? We have embraced the suck as an additional message underneath the Two of Wands card. Now, embrace the suck is a phrase that comes from the U.S. Army and or military. And the suck pretty much means a shitty situation. So you could be in a pretty shitty situation. You can be experiencing an event in your life that is putting you into less than ideal circumstances that can be putting you in a lot of discomfort. And the divine is urging you to embrace this discomfort, embrace this shitty situation as something that is going to build you into a stronger person. This situation is meant for you to overcome. You are meant to make it on the other side of this situation, a stronger, more resilient version of the person that you are right now. We have light blue on my table, throat chakra energy, and we have green on my table, which is heart chakra energy. What does your heart desire? Professionally, it's time to think about, are you doing what you really want to do to make your money? If you're not, then you should probably be making some assessments in your head, making some preparations, some arrangements to reshape your life into more of a life that makes you happy. And communication is going to be a big part in you doing this, whether you're communicating with people at your job, your boss, or whether you're communicating with yourself. And right now, if you cannot change your circumstances, embrace them if they are less than ideal. But make the conscious decision to stay away from people, from energy that don't feel good to you. Energy that is not serving your highest good. Don't get sucked into the drama on your job, especially if you know it don't have nothing to do with you. Watch what you say to people when you're at work. They're not to be trusted. You can't trust people that you work with. And if you're a person that likes to yap, keep that to a minimum when you're at work, because you never know how information is going to travel and where it's going to end up, and it could affect you in a negative way. And that's who it's for. Think about the choices that you can make right now, and think about what you can't control, and accept that. Embrace that. Just get your gears moving towards change. Know that something better is being offered to you. Let's get one more card, additional message on this Ace of Wands. Maybe we can get some more clarity here about what the divine is trying to bestow upon you with this Ace of Wands. What else does the collective need to know about this Ace of Wands? What does the Most High want to give the collective to make them feel inspired? Find fun things to do for free is what is coming out for another additional message underneath the Ace of Wands. And I find that quite beautiful because this message indicates that you need to immerse yourself into things that the earth has to offer you in order to be inspired, in order to feel creative, in order to feel connected. You may be a person that likes to go out to bars or clubs, or you might be a person that likes to go out and do things like bowl or play pool. Maybe you like to go out to eat a lot. Maybe you like to wine and dine yourself or be wined and dined. Maybe you like to do things where you are spending a lot of money. Maybe you like to go to the mall and go shopping. Well, the Most High is suggesting that you put the pause on spending money to have fun. Look for things to do that don't require any money, like going out for walks, going to a nice park, going to a body of water and sitting down and just looking out into the water, putting some energy on the trees, the birds, nature, hitting a trail, going on a bike ride outside, going to a library even. It's free. These are places where you can truly find yourself and find lots of organic inspiration. So there's that there. And we're going to move on. Oh, also, finding fun things to do for free, like out in nature, or not spending any of your money, it can be very enriching. You need some enrichment in your life, and the divine is trying to gift that to you. Something that's going to ground you. Sacral chakra energy on my table as well. We're going to dip into some healing energy oracle messages to bring together this beautiful reading that we co-created with the divine. I hope you are receiving some clarity through this session. Not everything has to hit for you, but if something does, then this message is meant for you. And if it don't hit you, and if it's not hidden for you, don't diss it, just dismiss it. The first healing energy oracle message is called Me, and it reads as follows. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. You have to allow. You have to listen. Listen with your spiritual ears and look at the world with your spiritual eyes to see the messages that are hidden in plain sight that the divine is trying to communicate to you through people, places, and things. The second healing energy message is called Faith, and it reads as follows. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. Believe in yourself and embrace the challenges. Believe that your life is divinely orchestrated, and you will know in the core of your very being that whatever occurs in your life is meant for you to evolve into a better version of yourself. I'm going to dig into some activations to bring this reading home and lay it to rest within the beloved collective. The first activation is fertility, number 27, that reduces to a 9, and it reads as follows. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Now, if that don't give you no answers, then I don't know what else will. The second activation is called romantic love, number 39, that reduces to a 3, and it reads as follows. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So you might be yearning for a conscious lover within your spirit as part of your journey to feel whole. I have to say that this is the first activation that I've ever pulled that I don't 100% agree with, because it says the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole. I mean, I don't find this being completely accurate, just because we are whole. Okay? We come here wanting to expand, wanting to evolve and to grow, but the Most High creates us whole. We just experience things in this physical plane that gives us the illusion that we're not. Now, with that said, having a conscious lover is not going to make you feel whole if you don't feel that already. Feeling whole is a place that you have to come into remembrance of. And that's just what I got to say about that. Now, whenever I see the 5 of Wands, I see a bunch of wild animals. And that guides me to pull a spirit animal oracle card. So that's what I'm going to do. Spirit, what animals want to come out to play today? What spirit animals? And also, when you're dealing with wild animals, you got to tap into your inner beast to navigate through this shit. So, Spirit, what spirit animals would like to show themselves? We have the dragonfly. This signifies adaptability, and rightfully so. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. So maybe an aggressive approach is not necessarily needed at this time in your situation. Maybe it is more beneficial for you to fall back and be light in your energy. The second animal we have here that wants to come out to play is the wolf. That represents inner strength, and it reads as follows. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Now that's interesting. I literally just said take a step back. So, definitely the message of taking a step back is coming through here, as indicated by our animal friends that came out to play. And I mean, this is not an energy that you just want to dive head first into anyway. You should definitely take a step back from this as far as you can. And it'll give you a better idea of what it means, what it looks like. And it looks like a bunch of nonsense. When you step back from chaotic energy, it is not until then that you realize that this is something that you definitely do not want to be a part of. The closer you get to chaotic energy, the more susceptible you are to being tricked by it, to being fooled. Chaotic energy has a way of like sucking people in. When you come up close, it will disguise itself as something valuable to you. And that's what people do. That know that they don't have your best interest at heart. They make shit up to try to fool you into believing that they do. Now take that with you. Okay? Thank you all for coming to check out what is on Karma's table. If you want to like and subscribe, go ahead, but no pressure. Know that you are the lead character in your life. Everyone else is just supporting roles. And if they don't support you, then they shouldn't be in your movie. Remember that you are loved, and we are the highly favored.